Buffo marinus. What a top idea we all thought that was when the boffins come up with it. If cane beetles are eating the cane, let's bring in something that'll eat the beetles. What a bloody cock-up. A cane toad is what they call an opportunistic feeder. It'll guzzle down almost anything it can fit in its mouth. Birds' eggs, lizards, spiders, snails, frogs, even other toads. Anything, it turns out, except bloody cane beetles. It's an ugly creature. Glands bulging on its shoulders ooze venom toxic enough to stop the heart of any animal that tries to eat it. I've seen dead snakes with a toad still wedged in their jaws, stricken before they had a chance to swallow it. I suppose you could call it an irony that a thing so first-rate at eating almost everything is so poisonous that it has no predators. They brought it in from South America in 1935, and it must have thought, you little beauty, warm and wet, just the way I like it. You know, it doesn't drink. No need. It takes in moisture through its belly skin. And it breeds like all get out. The females lay thousands of eggs in huge jellied strings, bloody disgusting. And when they hatch, the water's black with tadpoles. They die in droves, but plenty survive. Numbers of them are always increasing. And they're huge bloody things. Stocky like a pig-dog pup, and wide as a dinner plate, some of them. You need 2 hands to hold the biggest of them. That's if you were so inclined to hold something so pug-ugly and noxious. And filthy. The males will mount anything. At tin cans, piles of cow manure, even other dead toads they find flattened on the road. You might think I'm cracked for saying it, but you see a cane toad, and you know there's evil in the world.
Vince has been thinking about using the dowsing rods to search for Janet for weeks. It first occurred to him about a fortnight after Barbara and Ted's girl disappeared. He wonders now why the idea didn't come to him immediately. But in the shock of what had happened, and the way it brought back so vividly and with such awful force those days of free-falling through disbelief and grief after their own Kathy failed to come home, he supposes it's hardly surprising. After Barbara found the girl's bag, there was the frenzy of the search, the hundreds of people traipsing through their fields, looking for any sign of Janet, the police wanting to talk to everybody and anybody about who or what they'd seen in the days leading up to that terrible evening. But now, more than a month later, Vince is still hesitating. People are sceptical. Vince understands that. He had been too. He still is, particularly about that star sign poppycock that Jean insists on reading aloud to him from the newspaper. He can't fathom why they waste ink printing that rubbish. The dowsing rods are different. He has seen and felt what they can do. He can't explain it, but he can't deny it either. Vince has been dowsing now for about 5 years, ever since Sal Morelli found that underground spring in the rough country up behind his house in 10 minutes flat during that long dry spell. Vince was right there, watching, when the bit of willow Sal was holding plunged towards the ground. And then, when the truck with the big auger on the tray backed up and they drilled down, well, it could have knocked Vince down with a feather when they hit water. They couldn't have gone much deeper than 20 foot before they were pumping out hundreds of gallons of the stuff every hour. Afterwards, Sal placed the forked willow branch in Vince's hands and said, "Put your elbows against your ribs. Now, hold the 2 prongs of the Y in your hands, palms facing up. That's it. Yes, your thumbs away from your body. The stem of the Y must be horizontal." Sal made a gesture with his hand. "Flat. Now, walk. Not too fast." And Vince felt the length of willow dip, the pull on the tip of the new wood strong enough to send it straining earthwards, and the spring of water surging beneath.